putting my ideas in English. But one must remember that this election is a by-elections, but this has exposed both the political parties who are against us. One is BRS and the Congress party, their real mindset for the people. What they do, both the parties are trying to appease the only minority sections. Yesterday I gave an interview in a TV channel. I told them they are all fighting for only 20%, but 80% they are not talking about. And this 80% actually matters, but they don't care for them. For the sake of 20%, you allot the government land for a graveyard for their community. For the sake of 20% votes, you have the skull cap on your head. For the sake of 20% vote, Revant Reddy becomes Revantuddin. And for the sake of 20%, they make a minority as a minister. We have no objection for making any person as a minister from any community, any caste, or any religion. But what is the timing of the making of this man as a minister? He was never considered to be their leader. But suddenly they realized that there is one man with this community, let us make him for the sake of votes. Suddenly, Mr. CM says that I am protecting Goshala, I will take action and all. And in this state only, Gorakshaks are shot at. And he wears the skull's cap and speaks their language, for whom he is not interested in the votes of the majority, but he is interested only in the votes of the minority. Both the parties, the earlier political party which was ruling the country, which was ruling the state, they were only appeasing them. In fact, because of them only, these people actually got the courage to criticize us or criticize whatever it may be. And both the parties are responsible for the present state of affairs in Jubilee Hills. BRS did not oppose the graveyard. They wanted it to be given them. They were silent because they will lose the votes. But I am telling you, BJP, it is not against any religion, but as a matter of right of the people, because you have a right to live in a peaceful atmosphere. And when there is a graveyard here of that to other community, it will not be a peaceful area. It will be a smashan, we call it. So that graveyard will not come here because this is a residential area. It is a residential area. There are many other graveyards. You ask, he is asking you and you are giving him. What is this? We don't understand. But this type of governance we don't want. This is an appeasement policy. So therefore we are seeing every day, CM is coming here. No CM comes for by-election so many times. The first time a CM is touring the constituency in such a way that as if he is only the candidate. So this is what you should remember. Number two, I always say in a very lighter vein to the people whenever I speak to the people like you, an educated community, one must understand that this present state of affairs in politics. My father, he was a professor and he had an old friend in BHU. He came to my father's house, my house once, and they both are discussing. And my father asked him, "You had 3 children, what they are doing?" Then he said, because they were meeting a long time. Then he told, my first son is IIT, so he's working somewhere. Then you must have another 2 children, what they are doing. Then my second son is also doctor, he's practicing so area, he said. Then my father asked him, what about a third son? Then that man scratched his head, my father's friend, and he said, "Sir, my third son, he has all bad habits, he roams with all gundas, he has been to jail several times. I want to send him in politics." This is what it is. And whether you want people like them to be in politics, or whether you want people like Deepak Reddy, who responds to the people's problem, that is what it is. Because politics is not for, status. Politics is not for making money. Politics is for service. Last time he lost the elections, but he's still with the same party, fighting for the people, and immediately responded when you had a problem. And that is what a leadership is required. sympathy, we have sympathy for the candidate because she lost her husband. We have no malice against the candidate who is being fielded by Congress. Unfortunately, he is not a Congress candidate. Congress has taken him on rent from MIM. That is, you should remember. Congress had no candidate. Earlier he contested the MIM. So therefore the fight here is, I always say, it is not between the Congress and BJP. It is always, fight is between BJP and the MIM, not Congress. You must remember that. And of course BRS, you forget about it. For the past 10 years, when they were ruling this state, what they have done. And we are seeing what they have done. They have amassed so much of wealth that they are fighting against each other in the family for distribution of the wealth. And his daughter comes and says that, no, he has taken more money, he has taken less money, I have got much more less money, and I have gone to jail also, you must give me more, because I have been in jail. This is the logic that they are giving. And it is very unfortunate. And these men, here Congress party, there the family members are fighting, here ministers are fighting. Minister OSG comes, puts a gun on the chairman of the cement company and says, come on, you give the ransom. And another minister says, no, he is my client, I must put gun, why are you putting gun? This is their case now. So these they are for wealth and these people are fighting. We are fighting for the people, not for the wealth. That we must remember. And we are for the people. We are for the people. Lastly, I would like to say, because in the elections, you must have a policy what you have to do. And as the attitude of BJP people. And when BJP came to power, you remember, when Congress party was there for last 55 to 60 years, what they have done to this country, it is 5G scam, 2G scam, 3G scam, helicopter scam, Augusta scam, then submarine scam, all scams.